Hello, welcome to Rao's Corner. In continuation of the previous two videos about basic English conversation, we are coming to the third video today. In the beginning, we have made two topics pertaining to greetings and informal and formal ways of conversation, the interaction between two persons in different situations, particularly while interacting in a formal way and informal way, and most importantly, what are the ways and means by which you can use the type of greetings that we have to use, the formats, the different forms of greetings when we wish somebody. These things we have discussed, and today in the third video we'll be making a focus on what are the type of questions that are being asked, asking and answering the questions. This will be our video today. And you know that whenever we talk about conversation, a conversation generally means an exchange of words, ideas, thoughts, and sometimes it is the best way to have an interaction by using questions and answers. One will ask the questions and other will be answering the questions. This is the first format of the conversation, apart from the other conversations that are existing. Then, you know, whenever we talk about question and answers, there are two types of questions. One, the questions that may ask are the closed-ended and the open-ended questions. Closed-ended questions are so called because the answers are generally in the form of yes and no, or nodding the head, either of the way. Because, you know, their goal is to confirm on certain kind of information, whether it is you accept that information or whether you deny that information. And open-ended questions are typically those questions which begin with who, what, where, when, and why. And they are important to make English conversation informative and productive also. Now, when the person you are talking, you ask a question to him, he has to listen to the keywords and give attention to the verbs that are being used, because that will help you to construct your answer using proper grammar. You know, even so many people have the kind of conception that, you know, conversation generally is not based on grammar. As such, without subject and predicate, without the construction of grammar, English is incomplete. But for that matter, any language. So therefore, grammar actually is the skeleton of English. It is like a skeleton and a flesh. A flesh without skeleton will crumble like a small piece of paste. So therefore, grammar is very, very important. So when the person you are talking to is asking you a question, listen to the keywords and answer him in the pertaining way that he has asked. And sometimes you need not worry about the difficult words that are being used either by the questionnaire or while you have to give the replies. Whenever it's a question of vocabulary or the meanings of the words are concerned, it is very simple. In the initial stages, you start with simple words, and later on you can go for the words which are very, very abstract. And never be afraid to ask the doubts, clarification of doubts. Now, as a beginner of English learner, you may have trouble understanding, you know, certain things being said in English, spoken in English. That's okay, because you are in the initial stage, you are still learning. So it is always better. Even I specify the same thing to my students who are attending the classes. You have a class of 45 minutes. Whenever you have a doubt in your mind, you should never go it alone like that. You have to ask the questions, you have to get the clarification immediately. So same holds good for you also, particularly to English. Now I have described about open-ended questions and closed-ended questions. Suppose, did you go to school? Yes, sir. What time you came back? 8 o'clock. Are you feeling hungry? Yes, sir. Do you need water? Yes, sir. Did you complete the task? Yes, sir. These are all the closed-ended questions which only information sought by the person who is asking you the question. Similarly, open-ended questions: who are you, where are you from, what is your ambition, when did you reach here, when did you come here. These are all the questions pertaining to open-ended questions, where the information you can give in a sentence or in a complex ways of sentences, or you may describe also. Sometimes the questionnaire will be in a descriptive form also. So these are the ways and means by which I just wanted that. Basically, first of all, when you know the rules and regulation, then you can go ahead with the regular practice of English. So first of all, you need to have an understanding of what actually are the pros and cons about asking and answering the questions. That's why I have made this video. Now you know that in summing up of today's video, there are two types of questions. One is closed-end questions, one is open-end questions. And don't go in for abstract words initially. Be as simple as possible. Because in my previous videos I said informal and formal. Go from formal to informal to formal, or unknown to known to unknown. So these are the ways by which you can learn English very fast. So I hope you like this video. In the next video, we'll discuss about clarification of certain kind of sentences and doubts. Then we'll proceed. We'll have regular exercises for spoken English. I hope you will like this video. You will subscribe it. You will share it. And thank you very much. Keep going.